Good morning, child of God. This is your last lesson on this course. Of course, there'll be another course, and we'll learn so much more on it about chords. But today, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to play this little song with a chord. Aren't you proud that you have come this far? And in a few minutes I'll be teaching you how to do that with a C chord. Just think of all the things you've learned during this course. You've learned to identify the keys on this piano. You know every key. There's only 7 different keys, and you know all of them. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You've learned a C scale. You've learned several finger exercises that strengthens your fingers and gives you good dexterity, and that means you can play quite well. You've learned a lot of things, and in the next course, in course 2, we're going to delve into chords, the 3 primary chords for 1 key at least, and learn to play several songs in that key with the 3 primary chords. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I want to encourage you to continue on with your lessons after this one and go on into course number 2. But right now, we're in course number 1 and we're finishing it up. So let's get right to playing. We have a couple of things to learn today that's going to be exciting. We're going to finish learning how to identify our notes on the grand staff on the paper. So let's get right to that. First, we're going to review the C scale. So we'll put our thumb on middle C with our right hand, and then we're going to play the sneaky thumb, 1, 2, 3, sneaky thumb, and go on up to high C. Then we're going to come down and use the brave 3rd finger to come over on E. And we finish. Now we're going to number it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1 again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to pick out 1, 3, and 5 because that is my C chord, and this works in every key. 1, 3, and 5 of the scale tone makes your primary chord number 1 your tonic chord. That's a number 1 chord. In the next course, we'll learn how to do chord inversions, but we're going to wait on that because I don't want you to get confused. We need to learn one thing at a time. Now, let's look at the bass clef. We have 3 notes that we've not learned yet. And this is the bass clef where the left hand plays. And E, this low E below, here's middle C, and we want to do this E below middle C. You'll see that it's on the 3rd space. Alright, so we're going to play this with our left hand down here close to low C. Here is our E for elephant. And we're going to play this little song. Now remember, quarter notes, black notes get 1 beat, and white notes with a stem get 2 beats. Alright, this is E. This is E2. On the 3rd space of the bass clef, E, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. This is E on the 3rd space of the bass clef, E. Good. Now I want you to see where E is in relation to F and G. Here's E. We go up 1 for F, and we go up 1 for G. So these are the notes. Alright, so we're going to play E, F, and G on the bass clef. Find E, and here we go. There's 4 E's in a row, and then we go up to F, which is on a line. We play several F's, and then we go up to G, which is on another space, on the top space. That's just reviewing. Here we go. E is below F, 2, 3, 4. F is below G, 2, 3, 4. G is above F, 2, 3, 4. G, F, E, F, G, 2, E, 2. E, F, E, 2. G, F, E, F, G, F, E, E, F, G2, E2. Did you notice our 2 eighth notes that play twice as fast? All right, let's do this one again, and let's sing it. E is below F, F is below G, G is above F, G, F, E, F, G, E, F, E, G, F, E, F, G, F, E, F, G. All right, good job. The next note we want to learn is D on the grand staff with the left hand. D is on the 3rd line up. All right, let's play this. We have a half note to begin with, so it gets 2 beats, and then we have 2 quarter notes that get 1 beat each, and then 2 notes that get 2 beats each. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now I'm playing on D. D is the dog with the 2 black paws. Let's start over. D2, D, D, D2, D2, D, 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 D2, 3, 4, D2, 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 3, 4. Always get out your sheets or open your phone or wherever you have the printed lessons stored, or you can print these up and have the paper like I have. You can punch holes in it and put it in a notebook or put it in a folder. Let's do this one more time. D in the bass clef when the left hand plays. 3rd line D. All right. Now we want to see where D is in relation to E, F, and G. We'll see that D is at the bottom, then E, then F, and then G. Ready? Starting with a whole note worth a whole lot, which is 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's analyze this one a little bit. It's a little bit more difficult. D, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 E, F, G, G, F, E, D, 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 E, F, 2, G, F, E, E, D, D, 2, 3, 4. Now you remember why I played that fast? Because they're eighth notes and they go twice as fast as the black quarter notes. Or the last note or key that we'll learn is low C. Here's low C down here where there's 2 black notes. This one it's on the 2nd space from the bottom. The 2nd space from the bottom. Space notes are between the lines. Line notes, like we have up here, a little bit of it's on each side of the line, and the line runs right through the middle of it. So this is a space note. D was a line note. C is a space note. All right, on this first C, it gets 4 beats. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 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 2, 3, 4. I love low C, 2, 3, 4. Good. So you see that low C is on a space. High C was on a space, and it was the second space from the top. Low C is the second space from the bottom. Isn't that neat how that worked out? Now we're going to play a fun little song in C, using that low C and using our high C. We're going to start up here on high C. You see how it comes down 1 from the top, and this comes up 1 from the bottom? This is high C, and this is low C. Here we go. Here's middle C, here's high C, and here's low C. Starts out on high C. I am high C, I am low C, high C, low C, high and low. Let's do that again. I am high C, I am low C, high C, low C, high and low. I can hardly reach that bottom low or the top high C. All right, that's a fun one, and you see where C is. Now we're going to do hot cross buns with chords. Last week we did it with E and G, like this. Today we're going to do 2 chords. This is C, E, and G. We just learned that C, and then we learned E earlier today, and now G we already knew was at the top. So C, E, and G is our C chord. Can you see that? We always want to use fingers 1, 3, and 5 on a chord when it's in the root position. When C, the name of the chord, is at the bottom, like it is here, it's the bottom note, we call that root position. Because the roots of a tree is at the bottom, the roots of a flower is at the bottom. Roots are at the bottom, and then the chord is built on that root. So this is root position for the C chord. Now when we get over here, we're doing, I call it the funny chord. We're going to keep the G, see how G is still up there? But we're going to add F right under it, and then we're going to skip a note and go to D. Can you see that? I'm going to play it with 2 hands so you can see which keys I'm holding down, D, F, and G. But what we want to do is to be able to go from a C chord to that, and that takes practice. You'll have to do that. You'll feel like 1,000,000 times before you can change it quickly like that. So if you're willing to practice and willing to play it, you can. All right, we're going to do this one. There's going to be 1 chord on the first note of each beat, and we'll hold it for 4 beats. So we hold it for the entire measure. Then we hit it again after the measure bar. We hit it again on that first note. We hit it again on the first note, but we've got 2 in this measure, so we're going to hit it right on where it says 2 a penny. We're going to hit it right with that D. Because the funny chord has D in it, so we have to have a chord that has the note in it. And then back to C. Are you ready? Let's just do the chords. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2. Funny chord 2. C, 2, 3, 4. Now could you change to that funny chord? Just keep practicing it and it will get easy, I promise you. And use fingers 1, 2, and 4, or 4, 2, and 1. You'll get used to changing. At first you'll want to do different fingers, but this is the best fingering and the easiest and quickest to change. So just take my word for it. Just do what Mama says and change and use those fingers. Ready? Here we go. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, Now you play that as many times as is necessary to be able to play it fluently so that it just flows and there's no pause between the measures and there's no pause when you're trying to figure out the chord. If you're an eager beaver, this next one is for you. It's hot cross buns with double chords. Instead of playing it on the first beat of every measure, we're going to play it on the first beat and the third beat. So if we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, we would play it on 1 and 3. Ready? Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Now wasn't that fun? We're doubling what we've learned. We have one more song, and this is the song I promised before we ever started this course. And it's called Are You Sleeping? It's an old song from way, way back. Okay, let's do the right hand first, and we're going to take it in little sequences. We're going to play the first 2 measures several times. It's very simple. C, D, E, C. C, D, E, C. Did you see that we played the same thing twice? Let's do it again. C, D, E, C. C, D, E, C. Good, that's the first sequence. Now let's put a chord with that much. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? The next section is Brother John, Brother John, or E, F, G, E, F, G. And every pattern we repeat twice. We repeat it. So we play each little pattern twice. We play Are You Sleeping? 2, 3. Brother John, Brother John. Now, this speeds up because we have 8th notes, but we're going to move our 4th finger up to G. And we're going up and down. This is called a turn. You don't know that yet, but this is called a turn. We have a primary note, which is G. We go up, we come back down to the primary note, and we go down. So a turn is note up, note down. G, A, G, F, E. And we want to keep going. We don't want to pause until we get to E. G, A, G, F, E, C. Now E and C are full quarter notes, so they get twice as much as each one of these, so we have to hold it long enough to say ta-ta. Ta-ta-ta-ta. We have to talk baby talk sometimes, and we repeat it. Ta-ta-ta-ta. Do you get that? Now let's play it with a chord. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Good. Now our ding, ding, dong. If you put your 4th finger, you can play this 2 ways. You can put your 4th finger on C and come down to where the top of your chord is, because we're not going to play a chord at the beginning of this measure. We're going to play it after we do our ding, ding, dong. So it's ding, but it's right at the top of the chord. G, dong, chord, ding, ding, dong, chord. All right, that's it. Let's play it all together now. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, chord, ding, ding, dong, chord. Good job. Good job. You play that and play your video over and over until you can play it along with me. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to do it a little bit faster. And I want you to practice it until you can go as fast as I'm going. Great. And that, my friend, is just what I promised you, that you would be able to play a song with a chord by the end of this course. And I've delivered. You've played your song with chord. All right. Now, in the next course, course number 2, we're going to delve into chords a lot more. We're going to learn the 3 primary chords for the key, and you'll learn to play songs. There's so many songs you can play when you know the 3 primary chords. It's going to be really exciting to learn, so I'm going to look for you inside the next course, course number 2 of piano lessons with the Pleasant Teacher. I'll see you there. Bye.